dark, if you will.
Yep, no, I get you.
Minecraft's all happy and cheery and colourful.
Oh no, you wait till you meet an Enderman. That shit just. I am honestly those eyes. Nah, man. I am more than okay. Awesome. Well, thanks for that. Yep. Okay. Cool. Terraria. Excellent. Big mods. Who else we got there? We got Menthonzo. What was a game you've been playing, or what was something new you've picked up over the last week? Sorry, Nico. Sorry. Yep, you're right. That was.
So I've actually been getting back into a lot of Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Good man.
Which is probably the first Call of Duty that I've enjoyed in the last 6 years. Also, I finished up playing Harvest Moon Light of Hope, which I just chucked up on the Game On Us website for a review.
Yep.
And I've also been playing new Super Lucky Tales, which is coming out to retailers on Nintendo Switch on Friday. So the review should be up at the end of this week.
Is that like Hello Kitty?
No, it's not like Hello Kitty.
Would you care to give? I know you say the review will be there, but you want to give those who are in stream and listening to the podcast just a little teaser of what the hell that is.
It is a 3D platformer which will sometimes be like Super Mario 64, where it's that third-person 3D platformer, but it also switches up to 2D platforming in certain levels, which is really cool. And I think I might have enjoyed it more than Mario Odyssey.
More than Mario Odyssey?
Yeah.
So we just had a comment in chat that it may have been a little bit quiet. I've just turned the master volume up a little bit. Is that a little bit better? Chat? Stream? I'm at full volume on the headphones, but still quiet. Okay. We'll keep an eye on it. Just let us know if it gets any quieter or what the deal is. But, cool. Alright. So that sounds like you're having a bit of a blast on old Modern Warfare again. So I'm down for that. Wait a hot second. Are you wearing a suit?
Damn right he is. It was a classy operation here.
Of course, only the best. And of course, speaking of the best, young Skittles. What have you been up to?
I, for the first time in a very, very long time, managed to pick up a brand new game and finish it in the same day.
What was that?
Abzu. A-B-Z-U.
Oh, nice. Yep.
Which is just a completely random... I've no idea where it came from. My partner buys games and says, oh yeah, I bought that for you. And then doesn't tell me. Or he bought it to me and then it takes me a year to play them. So,
really like that art style.
It's incredible. It was one of those games I sat down and went, oh, it's just going to be an art, sort of an art piece that you just sort of float around in the ocean and interact with fish, and it's going to be one of those sort of, relaxed meditation style games that really has no purpose. Mm-hmm. But then found it has a story and it has a purpose and it has a mission, and there was one point, without giving away spoilers, where something happened, I went, oh. So it's like it was not an emotional roller coaster like Rhyme, but it was definitely one of those, found myself more engaged than I ever expected to be. And then when it was sort of finished, I went, oh, kind of out the other end of a wormhole 3 hours later, not quite sure what happened, but enjoyed every minute of it. So I was very pleased to be able to finish it. Otherwise I would have been stuck, I think, abandoning my kids for a little while.
Yep. That's fair. That's absolutely fair.
Share a similar art style to Rhyme by the look. And that's yet another game that I haven't finished and I need to.
Oh god, dude.
Yeah, you can't talk about it until you finish it.
Judge me all you want.
We need to chat when you finish it.
Everyone needs to chat when you finish it. If those in chat haven't played Rhyme, go. Don't look it up. Don't read reviews. Just go and let yourself experience it.
Just go.
Yeah, just do it. Do now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. So just before we move on, just having a look at chat here. Halo MCC for Hammy ET, fair enough. Arion with Halo as well. Yeah, he's been mentioning that in my stream quite a bit. Glad you guys are enjoying it. Gamma is saying Halo Reach is great. I'm with Gamma on that one. I'm still playing Fallen Order, doing a second hard playthrough, says Straight Jacket Tim. Fair enough. I'm still yet to pick that up, but I'm also still yet to get through 750 games on my Steam list. Arion says, you dare question Minecraft? Of course we do. Thank you for the not gifted sub, for the emote there. Thank you very much. What else we got? Terraria. If you love Terraria, you'll love Starbound.
Yeah, I have downloaded Starbound. It is on my to-do list. It's even actually installed on my computer.
Yes, the good old installed SSD with nothing on it. Aaron streams his fancy boy. That's probably back to me being in a goddamn suit. Cystic Plum says, holy F word, you own a tie? Yes, I do. I started playing... God damn it, Cystic.
She's fancy.
I just got off COD with the guy as well, and he didn't know I was going to dress up as in a skirt. No, suit, not skirt.
Hey, how do we know you're not wearing a suit? How do we know you're not wearing a skirt?
Suit for the podcast, skirt for later.
Butchered that one. Anywho, moving on.
We've gone off topic.
Yes, we've gone way off topic, and now we're in my nether region. Oh, God. Alright, moving on. That's enough of that. Alright, well, good to see everyone's having a good time with their games and their achievements and picking up stuff over the last week. Now, stand up. You know I can't do that even without a suit. Now.
Or a skirt.
Alright, moving on. Minthonzo, you have been on a little journey, I understand.
Well, for starters, I'm almost in tears.
See what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to move the. I'm trying to move the. I'm trying to flow here, and everyone's like, "Oh, you're in a skirt." I'm not in a skirt. I'm in camouflage shorts.
I'm good. Okay. So top 3 things gamers need to hear this week. Number 1. I'm covering it off. I got the pleasure of being invited to a venue called Rephl3x in the western suburb of Penrith in Sydney. It's a brand new VR venue that's opening up this Friday. So we actually got an early access to go and experience it, which was great. When we got there, we were met with Kim and Wayne, who were the co-owners. From memory, Wayne was actually the CEO. Kim was Kim was pretty much the one that ran us through everything. James and Luke were the 2 young fellows working there on the day that ran us through the actual games. Really nice guys, great people. They're gamers themselves, so you know if a gamer's running a game kind of system, it's going to be good fun. Now, I'll just quickly run through the gear that they're using because it actually caught me a bit by surprise. So a lot of VR systems don't actually use a rumble pack in terms of, say, you get hit in the back, you get hit in the chest. You wear this vest that all has like separate rumble packs in it, like a rumble pack you would have in a controller. Right. And they're actually the only place in Australia that is using that technology at this point. So I can't remember exactly. I did ask Kim, but he wasn't able to confirm what his competitors were using. But they're the first one in Australia to be using this rumble pack technology, which is really cool.
Cool.
The current VR controllers they're using, it's just 2 pistols. So within the game, you can use... we came across pistols, micro Uzis, shotguns, and a sniper rifle. They're all controlled through pistols. They are working on getting a rifle, like an assault rifle, and it's actually going to have recoil in said rifles.
Wow.
So it's going to include rumble and recoil in the rifles. They wanted to have it for us this week, but unfortunately they couldn't get it in time. It's the same same VR rifles that the US military use for VR training, which is really cool.
Get out of town and take the bus.
Yeah, it's crazy. So they're actually one of the first companies in the world to be able to access these new VR controllers. I think from what Kim told me, there was only 5,000 being made initially, right. And they were in the first, probably the first dozen or 2 dozen that were getting them, which was really cool.
That's impressive.
I'm definitely going back to suss it out when they get them. So the main system works. It's called Zotac. They make mini PCs. Yep. It's actually a backpack PC. So you literally wear it like a backpack. It's on your back. It is a bit weighty, especially if you are a younger person, 12, 13, 14. It does have a bit of chunk to it. Mm-hmm. But once you're playing, you kind of forget about it because the VR is just so immersive. And you zone out completely. The The first question I asked when I got there, being a man that wears glasses, is do the VR headset, do you have to wear, is it glasses suitable? And I can tell you all, it is. It is awesome.
Awesome.
The set actually sits around your face. You can keep your glasses on, and you can actually change the focus on the screen. So you can basically move it in and out depending on the focus of your glasses. So if a lot of gamers, I mean, hey, we're staring at screens every day. Our eyesight's pretty crappy. We wear glasses, so to have that is just, that was a win in my eyes.
Yeah, that's good.
Now, with the games, there are a couple of games that are available off the bat. At the moment, what you're seeing on the screen is Arizona Sunshine Arena. It's basically a zombie survival game. It is an MA15 plus, so for any youngins watching, you do need a parent if you are under the age of 15. Other than that, if you're over the age of 15, get in there and have a lot of fun. It's made for 2 to 4 people, and the first kind of setup you do is you go through certain objectives. You got to hold, like, so we were put into this area right at the very beginning, which a helicopter had just dropped us off. We had a whole bunch of zombies swarming around us. We had to kill them all and then literally grab a lever, which you can actually like grab things in the game using the controller. Pull this lever down and it took us down on this lift, and you basically go through this whole objective trying to get the best time possible, because there is a leaderboard for it as well, which is really cool.
Oh, cool.
It took us about 17 minutes to get through this objective. I think the best time at the moment was about 13 minutes. For the playtime, you pay for 30 minutes. So if you beat the game in 15 minutes, the rest of the 15 minutes is just a wave zombie survival kind of mode where it's just wave after wave after wave of zombies, and you're just fighting for a top score. So it's not, okay, I pay for the half an hour, I beat the game in 15 minutes, that's it, game over. You actually get to utilize that full half an hour.
Cool. Which
is handy. Now, with Arizona Sunshine, it is available through Steam for anyone and everyone, but what the developers of the game have actually done is they've worked with Freak VR and supplied them with a more polished, upscaled version of the game. So graphically, you can't compare it to what you would see at home.
Okay, that was going to be my next question, was it customized and tuned for that environment? And, well, that answers that, because I've got a Rephl3x, and I was looking at picking that up. So, well, that's cool. Awesome.
Yeah, so it's, like I said, you can get it at home, but to actually go out there and experience it in a custom, it's not even, it's kind of custom built, but it's more custom mapped to the room you go in. So when you walk in the room, it's basically just the size of a standard office. You can see the size of the room there. That's probably half the size of the room in the shots you're seeing there. So double that, that's the size of the area. But the size in game is, you forget how small of an area you're in, because it's mapped so well that you're constantly moving through the objectives with like mine carts or lifts or whatnot. So it's moving you around for you.
Cool.
So you feel it just feels really immersive.
Cool.
So it kind of feels like you're on a track.
Yes, and it's a linear game, so you're always constantly moving forward, but it's moving and utilizing the space around you to progress, if that makes sense.
So it's kind of like Time Crisis on crack.
Yeah, that's actually a good way to put it. Time Crisis, but a VR version. And
so
instead of just pointing at a screen, you're constantly moving through.
Cool.
It kind of reminds me of certain parts of Blood and Truth, that PlayStation VR game that came out earlier this year. Like, you can select to move forward, but it's very much on a track, like how you move. And then there's other parts where you're like say for example, you're running up a corridor or something like that, and you're just constantly moving, which for me, the motion sickness was kind of kicking in.
Yeah, so they do have, just to kind of touch on that, they do kind of have a single player system upstairs, which I'll touch on a little bit later, where movement is, you have basically your hands by your side, you press a button and you move your arms and it moves in the game for you. But what we were doing is, if we move around in game, which it's, for a multiplayer game, you kind of want, because you can actually bump into other people and you can see them in game and you know they're there.
Cool.
I was going to say, was there much running into each other? Like, was it
not
was
as
it a rush
much
zombie
as you
game?
not as much as you think. There was areas where we kind of had to really group up really tight to get into a lift, and you literally feel each other next to you.
Creepy.
But in terms of like running around or like jump bashing into each other, you didn't really get much of that because you were aware of where everyone was.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Now, in true GoA fashion, we don't polish turds. So I'm going to 100% praise the game. For a very first VR experience, it was brilliant. The graphics were good. They obviously weren't perfect. But the thing that really got us was there's a couple of teething issues. So I think it was twice throughout our playthrough we had a bug occur where one of the people that I was playing with, she actually got drawn into a separate dare I say, reality of the game. So we were in our own version of, say, an area that we were trying to protect, and then she got dragged into her own version and was constantly getting swarmed by zombies. So I'm looking over and seeing her, like, fighting off a couple of zombies, but then you go back and look at her in her game, and she's just got zombies all around her attacking her.
Oh.
So all she could feel was just constant, like, vibrations going all through her body because she was constantly getting attacked. To fix that, yeah, pretty much. So to fix that, they basically just had to pull us out of the game, restart at that point, and just put us straight back in. It's teething issues. I mean, as long as it's not as buggy as Fallout 76, I don't have an issue with it.
We don't talk about that on this podcast.
Yeah. But it's something that'll get fixed. It'll just take some time. Obviously, the more people go there, the more they're going to find these issues and be able to fix them quick, which is good.
Awesome.
So that was Arizona Sunshine. The other couple of games they have a game called The Corsair's Curse, which is PG-13. So for the younger ones, if they want to, it's basically it's a fairy tale-esque escape room experience. Unfortunately, we didn't get to try it, but they have mentioned to us that they'd love to have us back to actually experience it. From what I could see, you can actually grab things and throw them to other players within the game, which is really cool. So it's not just a matter of like figuring out the escape room, but you can actually, like, say if someone's not facing you, you can grab something and throw it at them, and they'll feel it hit, which is kind of cool. On the footage that you've seen coming through as well, they have Beat Saber, which I'm sure a lot of people have heard of.
Oh boy, sorry, but yes, so good.
So unfortunately, that wasn't ready when we were there. It should be ready for their grand opening, which is this Friday. They pretty much had everything they needed to open up. They just needed to get it all set up. And the last thing that they had was they have so we were downstairs is where the multiplayer area is. Mm-hmm. Upstairs they have a single player arcade pods, as they call them.
Yep.
So instead of having to have the backpacks on your back, it's basically the headset falls down from above and you just mount the headset on your head and you don't have the backpack on, and you can choose from, I think it was up to 20 or it could be more, 20 or 60 arcade games that you can play through. Anywhere from 20, 40, 60 up to 120 minutes. And that's just single player.
Wow.
It's a fair bit cheaper than the actual VR experience downstairs, but you obviously are limited to what you can do because it's a single player kind of environment.
Yeah, and it's still VR, just not.
It's VR, just not the
big deal.
The crazy VR. Yeah. So if there is anyone in Sydney that hasn't experienced VR before, I would highly recommend it. They're located out in Penrith, below the iFly environment that they have there. It's a bunch of fun. It's the one thing that I have that's going to be the main hard draw car for this is the price. You're looking at about $50 to $60 per person for the 30-minute session of Arizona Sunrise. Jeez. So it's a bit pricey when you think you can buy a movie ticket for $15 and have 2 hours of entertainment, but it's a completely different version of entertainment. It's obviously new technology. It is obviously coming at a premium, but like I said, if you haven't experienced it, don't. I judged it before I experienced it. Don't judge it before you experience it.
To be absolutely fair with you, so you said it was $50 per person for Arizona Sunshine?
Off the top of my head, it's about $50-$60.
Okay, so on Steam, it's $47.99. So, weigh it up. If you've got the headset at home already, do you want to play it at home on your own, or do you want to go down, take some mates with you, spend the same amount, and have a four-way game?
a four-player game.
A four-player game of Arizona Sunshine.
Thank you all for joining me tonight.
So,
yes.
Looking at it here, Arizona Sunshine's $60 a person. The escape room's $80 a person, but that's about 45 minutes.
Yep.
So you're getting a bit of extra content in it. The arcade pods, the 20-minute is for $20, and if you go for 2 hours, it's $85. So the single player is not too badly priced, but I think the hardest pull for this will obviously be the pricing for the multiplayer VR.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
I still think though it would balance out because the cost of the VR headset at home, the multiplayer experience, the fact that it's been customized for these people's buildings, so it's been upscaled a little bit. Like, you pay for the experience, you pay for the service.
Yeah.
Like if I wanted to just pretend I was bashing zombies in my lounge room, I would only have to wear half a suit like Rephl3x, whereas the whole get together, go out.
Yeah, but nobody would look at you funny if you were wearing a skirt, right?
No.
I hope not.
Depends on the skirt.
So keep in mind as well when you're actually doing it is you're actually very active. Like I took all the gear off at the end of it and I was sweating. You get really worked up doing it.
Do they have like the Glen 20 like they do at the roller skating rinks where they just like spray off the back?
Clean everything, yeah.
But so in saying this, because I'm thinking about all those laser tag places that you can go to, like we've got one here, like I reckon give it not even 10 years and these sorts of things should be able to replace them.
Oh, let me just jump in there. It's funny you should say that because some of you may or may not know I've just been to the States for a month and we went to this random mini putt place in Northern California, and honestly it was like a really cool like castle design mini putt, but before you got through to the mini putt they had a massive arcade like what you'd expect for the single player as was mentioned, but like they had like just every single machine in that room that was say a race card game or an underwater diving game or a space shooter or something like that. They all had HTC Vibes hanging from the top of these units. So as you say that, it is happening. Like I walked through there, I was like,
here, Time Zone has just rolled out. They've got Raving Rabbids, I think, as a VR.
yes, that was another one.
In Time Zone. Like just go and swipe your card, $2.50 a play.
Yep.
It might be more expensive than that, but yeah, like it's a full tilt kit, so it's you in the roller coaster, VR headsets on.
Yeah,
it's chaos.
It's happening. It's
the way of the future.
It's the way of the future.
Yeah.
It's the way we're going to be. But no, in all seriousness,
but I do
it
have
is cool.
something to wrap up the Freak VR excitement that comes with it. Is not only did we get to go through and have our team try it in the first week as like the second people on site, we also have 4 codes to give away for some single player sessions. So
sorry, how many was that?
4.
And how many people do you get to go in a group as one?
This one was individual sessions. So this would be single play, this would be the Beat Saber, this would be the arcade upstairs. It's not quite open yet.
Awesome.
But it'd be great to go, it'll get you in the door, it'll get you a free try. But we're going to work out how to give them away, given that it is a Sydney-based sort of venue.
It's
and
a
we
bit
are
niche.
quite sprawling in our community. So we will
that's
keep
cool.
you posted on that.
That's cool.
So if you go with a group of friends, you're going to be that one friend that is going to get in for.
Yep.
And they're going to have to pay $60 each.
No, you'll be able to do single player for free. These ones are, like I said, for the arcade upstairs. That's not quite open, and you'll be able to play the Beat Saber. And I don't have a list in front of me because it's not quite ready yet. But yeah, you'll be able to play all the single player games for free.
That's awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Freak. Not you. I'm not calling you a freak. I'm calling. Anyway.
Don't make it awkward.
It's already awkward whenever I open my mouth. It's just like, oh, here we go. Awesome. Well, thank you, Menthonzo. That's
No worries, dude.
that sounds bloody amazing. If only I was stopping there on my way over next month.
The last thing I'll leave it on is they are looking to expand as well. Haven't been given exact locations, but they're looking to get, I think, from what Kim mentioned, it was either 10 or 20 in the country by the end of next year. So watch this space. If you want to jump on their website, it is freakvr.com.au, and just keep up to date every couple of months, and I'm sure they'll put things up when they open up new venues.
Did they win the lotto or something?
See, the thing is, it's not really from a business perspective. It's not really that expensive to initially sell. It's more just finding the venues, to be honest, because you don't want to saturate the market. If you have too many in such a you wouldn't put 3 or 4 of these in Sydney because you'd just saturate it.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's very
Awesome.
specific.
That's all from me.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. And again, it sounds amazing. It really does. I'd love to go and do it. From running VR in my, what is this, 4x4 office. The amount of times I've punched my TV on the wall there, I'm upset to admit. I'd love to go and do something full scale sometime. And yeah, that sounds awesome. So thank you very much. Next up, we have some information on Bioshock / just a chat. Bioshock 4 has been announced. We have Nico here to run through what he thinks Bioshock's going to go to, where it's going to be set. As we know, first one was underwater, second one was still underwater, third one was in the clouds. So, where are we off to?
Probably fire.
Probably where, sir?
Fire.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think that's a joke in bad taste.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, shut up. I was thinking elements: water, air, fire. Bad taste. So, we haven't been given much information. I think it was Monday, very early Tuesday morning. I opened up Twitter to find that 2K had founded a new wholly owned studio called. Okay, now that's just the name's just gone.
Yeah, no, I had that too as well. I was trying to think.
It's Cloud. I have Cloud. Let me Google it. Hold up.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I get my email.
I got the email too. Where's that?
Cloud Chamber?
Cloud
No,
Shorts.
this is good. This is just like this is
Cloud,
like Pete and Dan
Cloud
Brown.
Chamber. Yes. Thank you.
Everyone talk amongst yourselves.
Cloud Skirts.
So the new studio Cloud Chamber has been founded. It's also the first 2K studio to be launched and led by a female. So they're fully
Awesome.
underway with their first project, which I'm pretty sure this was the bigger announcement of the whole media release, the new iteration to Bioshock, which for years we have been asking for it. The last game came out in 2013, and I'm pretty sure that was. I can't remember. I remember, I started playing. I think it was one before I started playing Infinite. They were around the same 6 months that I was playing the two, but Infinite, of course, I'm probably going to annoy fans out there, but Infinite was a lot better than the first one in my eyes. Sorry, I've got a mind blank right here.
No, that's all right. I would have to disagree with you on that one. I love the first one more than the others.
Everyone has their own opinion.
Fight me. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna add on that note. To be fair, story wise, I did prefer Infinite for the twists.
Yeah.
Gameplay wise, I preferred the first two.
If you play it 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, particularly Infinite, it comes with a very, very thick story, which you kind of have to go, wait, what? What do you mean? What just happened? What does this mean? And then you end up in subreddits, YouTube videos, just everything to go, okay, so what did I just look at? What did I just experience? What does this all mean? And I'm pretty sure Arion, he was onto Mendonzo during the Infinite playthrough that he did on the stream and was like, wait, is this happening because of this reason? And we're going, oh, just be quiet, just watch. Don't spoil it. Nothing. Just keep watching. You'll see what's going to happen in the end. It's going to be a total mindfuck. So yeah, 6 years on, after begging for more, they finally announced, yes, we are bringing you another Bioshock in several years. Whether that's 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, we're not entirely sure. All we know is a new one is coming, and I would like to see this one. I mean, Infinite was
In your lifetime.
kind of. Yeah, I would like to see it in my lifetime. Wow, that makes it sound like we're going to die in the next 5 years.
There's something we need to tell you.
Half-Life. This is like becoming a Half-Life waiting.
Fun fact: before the new Half-Life was announced, Alana Pierce mentioned it in a Q&A video she did a while ago, and said that it's coming and it's in VR, and no one really believed her, and it's out.
Here we
soon
are.
and in VR. Yeah, she was like, "I told you, I knew information." So I would like to see this one kind of be a bit more like a bit more open world than what Infinite was. Infinite was kind of a little bit open, but very much linear at the same time. But I'd like to see them like go down that, not completely open world, but just like slightly a bit more open. And in terms of graphics, I'd like to see it kind of stay the same kind of style, except, I don't know, ramp it up a little bit if you could do that.
Oh, I mean,
You wanna...
Bioshock's graphics are timeless, I feel. I mean, back in the day when Bioshock 1 came out, those water effects were just mind-blowing for the time. And
Oh, yeah, but I'm like talking about like character models and stuff. I mean, they're not ultra realistic.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, the environment designs were fantastic for the time. But I agree. Character models definitely need a bit of a polish. And by that, I mean a complete remake.
With Infinite, we saw, as you were saying, like right at the beginning of this segment, you know, 1 and 2 were in Rapture. Infinite was Columbia, up in the air. We did kind of, we did return to Rapture in a DLC for Infinite. But it would be nice to just possibly go back to Rapture, or to have them create a whole entirely new world. Not sure where or how, but it'd be interesting to see if they create something new out of it and where it's going to be.
Well, let's see if it goes the way the Call of Duty did for a while there, and it goes to space for no goddamn reason.
No, we don't.
Audible
No.
groans.
Well, System Shock. That's where it was based.
That's where, that's where it began.
For those that don't know, System Shock was the kind of the whole idea that they based Bioshock off of.
Yeah, which they're bringing back, or back?
They're doing a remake, remaster.
Yeah, something along the lines of a remake of it.
Something.
It's not entirely 3, but it is 3. But I don't know. So yeah, System Shock was in space. Bioshock, first up, was underwater. Then it's up in the air. I don't know. They might bring it back to like the ground, maybe, or just take us back to Rapture.
Yeah, it'll be. I mean, there's plenty of options. I personally would like to see Rapture again.
Yeah, for sure. Especially water effects in.
Water effects in 2019 with RTX. Boy.
Well, by the time it comes out, 2021, 2022, 2020. Which is kind of sad to say out loud that it's possibly going to be like 2022 before we actually see anything.
So around the same time as Grand Theft Auto 6 then.
Oh, I cannot wait for Grand Theft Auto 6.
Apparently Rockstar can.
well, they're making enough money off of
online.
GTA
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And Red Dead Redemption. Well, not yet, but soon enough.
Oh, they'll be breaking even on that very soon.
So yeah, this little bit, because like I said, we got absolutely zero information about it. All we got was, oh yeah, new iteration of Bioshock's coming out, but it's got to be several years, so we're really not going to be talking much about it for another couple of years. Yeah.
Let's be honest, we have discussed this on the podcast previously. We would much prefer wait the years for a good polished game.
Sure. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, I was saying to you, I think it was yesterday, that we
Lexi,
would
something just
rather,
happened.
Yeah, it's weird.
yeah, why is your credit card details on the screen?
That's a good question. Why has that gone and done that? Alright, I guess we're just going back to this
no,
thing.
now everyone can see the script. Oh no!
Oh,
Production quality, woo!
It's all ad hoc. We do it straight off the cuff.
Yes, it's all a guess. I think I know what happened. Hang on, let's try this. Yep, we're good.
Was it the cat again?
Yeah, except this time he bought me another skirt.
Anywho.
Yeah, anywho, what's going on?
So this, so my little bit isn't as long as Mendonzo, so I thought I'd stretch it out just a little bit more. What would you like to see in this next iteration, Mendonzo and Rephl3x and Skittles? Do we have time?
A rideable squid.
A rideable squid would be cool.
Yeah.
To
Isn't
be
that
fair,
hentai?
I know. I don't think we'll go back to Rapture just because I think that's been explored too much. I think it'll potentially be something actually on the lines of what Nico said, Earth-based, so on the land. Because we've done underwater, we've done up in the sky. Why not do something on the land?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Adsky,
Well,
a third-person option.
I was
That'd
just
be
going to say, I've never played it, but chat says a third-person option. I don't know what
yeah,
that
potentially. Well, the games are played in first person, so guns are right in front of you.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I'd love to. Okay, rideable squid aside. I mean, I enjoy. I don't know. It's just something about 1 and 2, and just the whole art style and direction, and just where it was underwater. Yeah, it was Rapture. Yeah, it's been there before, but
It was also a lot creepier.
yeah, exactly. Like the whole sense of danger around every corner was awesome. I didn't really get that with 3, so I don't know. I think yeah, it was too pretty, I guess, colourful, and just very much a case of kind of reminded me a little bit of We Happy Few, where it was kind of pulling the wool over your eyes in a sense of everything's pretty and fine and great, but then again that's just the same direction as great art style and telling a story. Is that behind the prettiness?
Didn't they take inspiration from Bioshock with that?
Yeah, absolutely. But like it's kind of hard to explain with number 3 how they made it look like everything was great and everything was fine, but really behind everything in the story, if you looked at it at face value without seeing the story, it is a nightmare.
Sorry, these trailers are just full on.
Oh yeah, pick up Bioshock.
They are pretty brutal.
This is Bioshock, my dude.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've watched Menfonso play a bit of it, but, like, this is...
Oh, this is
I'm
great.
stuck. I can't even listen to what's being
this
said.
part.
I'm
This
stuck in it.
no.
No, wait for it.
Yeah,
wait for it.
Wait.
Yeah,
There
no,
it
I've
is.
seen it. We've replayed it twice.
Yeah, I know, it's great.
It's brilliant.
All right.
Oh, goodness.
Cool. Well, just keeping conscious of time and while we're here. So thank you very much, Nico. That's great. Obviously, I'm a fan of Bioshock. I look forward to whatever happens with 4. Regardless of what the masses say, if everyone grumbles about it, I'm still going to pick it up because I'm getting ever so close to 1,000 games on Steam. Awesome. So, third thing for the week, I'll be covering off with a massive thank you to Eriond for kind of doing our job for us in the hours that we were asleep. Eriond took notes and covered the what's it called? Sorry, the PlayStation State of Play, which is basically a big PlayStation gaming event where they announce all kinds of new stuff. It's like E3 for gamers, but only PlayStation. And on top of that as well, I'll also be mentioning the new Hearthstone expansion, which has released today, The Descent of Dragon. So if you're into Hearthstone, I highly recommend you check that out. I know Nico, who will be taking over the stream after me, is going to be, was it 60 packs?
I'm opening over 60 packs of Hearthstone cards.
Good man. So jump in, have a look, see what he finds. New pack looks promising. Sorry, new deck set looks promising, so I know I'll be playing that in the coming weeks, but moving on. So the PlayStation State of Play, again, massive thank you to Eriond. We'll start off with, there is a Resident Evil 3 remake coming, if you don't already know, with a 4-player co-op mode titled Project Resistance. If that doesn't scream Left 4 Dead, I don't know what does. There is a new game. Hang on, I have a video for this. Hang on, let's jump over here. Boom, PlayStation stuff. Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind DLC, which adds new characters and shows the future of the series, which would be pretty interesting. I never really played Kingdom Hearts, but I know I have friends who played just played it over and over and over again. So apparently it's got great replay value. I don't know, but I don't know if anyone else here can comment.
Not gonna lie, I did get a little bit teary at the end.
Oh.
I know. Yeah. it's only when I finish games at like 2 a.m. that I'm left sitting in my room and I'm like,
the antidepressants have worn off and I should really get some sleep. Yeah.
Also, but Kingdom Hearts 3 was a little bit of a letdown in difficulty wise because Kingdom Hearts has generally been known for it's not extremely hard like Dark Souls, but it's got a little bit of difficulty to it. But this one was pretty much a walk in the park. So hopefully the DLC is a little bit more difficult. I don't like extremely hard games, but please give me a challenge.
Cool. Alright, well, I mean, I've got a couple of games I want to play on PlayStation, namely the God of War series, but I am looking at the Kingdom Hearts series as well, so I might pick that up at EB Games when it's on sale over Christmas and have a look, see what it's all about. Moving on, there was a tease for a game called Ghosts of Tsushima. A full trailer and gameplay will come this Friday at the Game Show Awards. There is a couple of new there's a Platinum Games new title called Babylon's Fall. Basically, Nier Automata meets Dark Souls. So if you're into those two games, then that's right up your alley. What wasn't showcased there, but is known to appear some point this week, we don't know, is a new Crash Bandicoot game. So, that's right in my childhoods. But
we all know after 3, Crash Bandicoot kind of went a little bit down.
Oh, I will cut you with scissors, my friend. Crash Bandicoot is just my childhood right there, right in the feels.
Crash Bandicoot, it's love.
It's my childhood as well.
Yeah, come on, man, it's Crash Bandicoot. How can you hate on it?
I'm not hating on Crash Bandicoot. Only everything that came after the 3rd one.
Yeah.
I'm about to break Flexy's heart.
Oh shit! Here we go.
I thought Spyro was better.
Please.
Yeah, no, that's fair. No, that is 100% fair. I'll give you that. I will pay that.
Button words.
The remake of Spyro was night and day better. I'll give you that. And even the original of Spyro was night and day better.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spyro was... You know what? Fuck Crash Bandicoot. Let's go with Spyro. Alright, and the last thing that is of notable mention is Predator's Hunting Grounds. It is a game where one player will play the Predator whilst the others will be attempting to survive. So if you're into was it Dead Before Dawn or Dead by Daylight? No.
Yeah, Dead by Daylight.
It is Dead by Daylight? The 4-player, one person plays a...
Yeah.
I don't know, I never played that meme of a stream game, so never really got into it. But, I mean, it sounds just like that, pretty much. 4 runs from 1. So if you're into that, or if you just love the whole Alien vs Predator / Predator storyline, then by all means, sounds like a hell of a game. Anything in chat? Anyone looking forward to anything particular that they saw from the State of Play? If anyone else saw it? Dead by Daylight, that's the exact same premise with the Alien theme. There you go. Arion says he loves Kingdom Hearts. Absolutely. I can see why. I mean, Disney meets literally everything else. You can blame Traveller's Tales for the downfall of Crash Bandicoot. Oh. Okay, that's fair. Alright, what do we got? We got 8 minutes left. So, so we have a question every week. Big question. We kind of have one to ask today, just to go on the fly. And this question is...
No,
it needs a lead in.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
I'm prepared.
No, That's right. Sorry, only because he was so happy to do it last week. Like, we didn't have to push him at all.
I mean, to be fair, you threw me under the bus last.
There was no bus,
this
my
week-
dude.
This week I'm prepared, and you're about to cut it.
There was no bus last week. If anything, it was an Uber.
This week he bought his bus pass, alright? Just let him have it.
Go for it, dude. All yours.
All right. Okay. So, prepared and everything. Here we go.
All right, guys. Thanks for... No, I'm kidding.
It is the big, big, big question. It is the big, big, big question. It is the big, 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 big question. It is the big question.
Nice. You nailed that. Almost as if you've had a week to prepare. Well played, sir. Well played.
Oh, I love it.
Start a
Awesome.
band, but
Yep.
he's the only one that sings. Like the Pussycat Dolls.
Yeah, what the hell was up with that?
I
We ought
don't
to
know.
stand around in
It's,
short skirts. Is that what happens
it's-
now?
Can we stop
Yeah.
saying skirt?
Triggering him every time you say.
shut up, you big skirt.
All right,
No,
all
but
right.
in all
So-
seriousness, I don't know where that reunion came.
Yeah, that was weird.
Big question. What do we got?
Big question. So this is one I thought up this afternoon, which I think's, I think it's a fair question. For holidays / Boxing Day sales / Black Friday or just any notable holiday, what was the best game or gaming device you managed to pick up for a stupidly cheap price? Could be anything. Could be what we were talking about last week about ridiculously cheap Nintendo Switches, or $4 Anthem.
Well, mine is another Nintendo product. When they came out with the limited edition Zelda 3DSs,
Ooh,
Yep, that's fair.
fancy.
they came out at like $240 or something like that, or maybe just under, and we went and bought multiple because we're like, well, we're not dumb. So we went and bought a couple, and
Yep.
with every intention of waiting for the sale to finish and then going and reselling them.
Yep,
But as is the nature of a gamer, we opened one and just started using it.
yep, fair enough.
I mean, that's kind of expected.
We're like, no, this is an investment. Well, this is the household that up until they re-released a whole bunch have a full set of amiibos sitting around. If anyone wants to buy some amiibos, so we've collected almost a full set. Except they keep releasing more. So we've been duped by Nintendo a few times now.
Yeah, something tells me that's not going to stop.
No, stop.
Nintendo's charge. Awesome. So cool. Nico, what about you, man? What was what's your cheapest, best, favorite game or gaming device you've ever managed to pick up?
The word favorite wasn't actually used.
Okay. What was the best game or gaming device you managed to pick up, Mr.
The word
Pedantic?
best. The word best wasn't used. Cheapest was used. So I
For a
took
stupidly
advantage
cheap
of.
price.
I took advantage of Black Friday sale of Anthem at JB Hi-Fi for the incredibly low price of $4. That's right. I'm taking advantage of this because they're supposed to be revamping this whole entire game in 2020 to try and make it actually playable for more than 2 hours. I have only played it for probably 3.5, and I've almost chucked it in the bin because I've got that bored.
Okay. All right. I wasn't aware they were
$4.
remaking it, but I'm still not spending $4. That's a bloody good pie from the service station.
But in saying that though, like this has happened to other games like Final Fantasy 14 Online and No Man's Sky, where it came out originally and was shit.
Yeah.
But then it came out and it was like, oh, this game is actually really good. And then the prices went up again.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
We opened this conversation in our group Discord the other day though, and I said for as much fun as I had, because I played Brent's copy obviously, for as much fun as I had just flying around and just doing random stuff in the javelins, I'd pay $4 for that.
Like how you just refer to it as random stuff, because that's literally all it feels like.
Well, I didn't play a single story mission, and I didn't do a single. I literally just went and landed in places and just flew around.
Was there a story?
Time.
Missions felt like.
So I'd pay $4 for that, just for, I played Abzu for 3 hours straight. That's just swimming.
Well, I don't need to
Meat-
play that now.
Meat
Look.
Skittles.
To be fair, people play World of Warcraft, and that's just running. So,
Oh,
No, no, no,
Hey,
no,
isn't
no.
Death Stranding just
Ooh.
walking?
Oh,
yeah.
Postman
Yeah.
Pat Simulator.
Oh, that's
Australian
awesome.
Post is better than this crap.
Oof. New Zealand Post isn't. They'll look at your front door and go, attempted delivery, get in the van and piss right off again, dickheads. I want my S10. Anyway,
Oh,
cool.
we've got that here. It's called Toll, where they
Yeah,
Yeah, all right, we've got
stuff
3 minutes.
All right, we got 3.
Let's
Cool,
stop banging
awesome.
shit on Australian companies.
Awesome, cool. $4. I'm not going to do that, but I'm glad you did and holding out for hope. Awesome. Menthonzo.
Basement Collection. It's a group of games by a developer called Edmund McMillan.
Yep.
We covered him last week. He's the guy that makes Isaac, Super Meat Boy, all that.
Yeah.
It was kind of his project games before he became big. I think I got it for like $5, and it had about 6 or 7 project games in it, so it was very much worth it.
Awesome. And probably just to wrap up on that one, because I know we are running out of time, my choice would have been probably Grand Theft Auto. One of the copies of Grand Theft Auto that you just got free when you signed. Oh, I think it was San Andreas, when you signed up to the Rockstar Game Club. And when you also purchased Red Dead, you got a free copy, and I, of course, picked Grand Theft Auto Vice City. So that was my best freebie from my holiday. Not a religious holiday, but I was personally on holiday in America. Get me for it. That was brilliant. Best $38 I spent on Vice City / Red Dead Redemption.
Not bad.
Not bad. I'm happy with that. Awesome. Cool. Thank you. Oh, hang on. Let's have a look at chat. Sorry, before we go. Aaron Streams has got Nier Automata for $20 last Black Friday. Nice. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Game of the Year. Got it for $15 on Black Friday sale a few years ago. I got Anthem for $4. Get out. No, I'm kidding. That's awesome. Project Resistance is a separate mode. Oh, we've gone back a bit too far. What else we got? Sorry, Skittles. I got a Ryzen 3900X for $700 to put on my gaming computer instead of the Switch. Oof. I don't know. You've gone AMD. I would have personally gone with the Switch, but fair call. Fair call.
Graphics.
Intel life. All right. Menthonzo got a few freebies lately.
Yes.
Yep.
I've been given a couple of free games by yours truly, Eric. GTA 5 was one of them.
Good man.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one. God, man, just when that came out on PC, it's like, this is the best port they've ever done. And then Red Dead came out, and I still said Grand Theft Auto was the best port they've ever done. Awesome. Well, just wrapping up on that note, thank you very much, everyone who's come by. I don't usually close things very well. I usually salute and then go and hide under a pillow somewhere. So thank you very much, Skittles, for coming and hanging with us this afternoon. Veteran boat rider Menthonzo for coming back and hanging out again, and undercover retail secret shopper Nico for taking time out of his busy evening to come and hang out with a bunch of people just winging it. I am, of course, Rephl3x in a suit at 11:30 PM on a Wednesday night in New Zealand. And remember...
Don't forget to save!
There it is. Don't forget to save. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming by, hanging out this evening.
Don't leave Nico streaming.
Yep, we've got Nico streaming up next.
No, everybody stay.
I will say goodbye because I've been up since 6 AM and it's almost tomorrow, so I need to go to bed and de-suit. De-suit? Fuck it, that's a word now. So, thank you very much for hanging out. I know I've said that a lot, but I will now leave you with the very capable Nico. I'll give you my
Which I'll be
trusty
starting
salute.
in a few minutes.
You'll be starting in a few minutes, so don't go anywhere. Sit down, get ready. I'll give you my salute of goodbye, and we will catch you all in the next one. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks,
We'll
guys.
see you
Don't
next
forget
week.
Peyton and Dan are back next week.
That's the one.
Yes. Oh, and 12 Games of Christmas starts tomorrow.
Perfect. 12 games
Yes.
of Christmas tomorrow, and well, so what time can we expect to have the first announcement online?
It will be Western time. I believe it'll be 8 AM Western time, so 10 AM Eastern time. But I can tell you that the first prize being revealed comes with a certificate of authenticity.
Oh, damn.
Ooh-wee.
Ooh.
You better believe
you
it's a
know
pistol.
top shelf.
What?
It is. Well, look, some would say it's a weapon of some kind.
Ooh.
Okay,
Ooh.
I will see you all tomorrow morning when I'm going to be refreshing my page to see what the hell that is.
Social medias. Everyone
Social
go and
medias.
check it out. All right.
All right, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Good
Night,
night.
guys.
We'll catch you all later. Cheers.